Good afternoon, I'm Will Brune, Director of Land Protection for the Nature Conservancy in Maine. We're out on Sagadahoc Bay, which is part of the Kennebec Estuary. We're going to dig some surf clams. The Kennebec Estuary essentially begins above Richmond in the Kennebec River and flows down, picks up the Androscoggin River that begins in New Hampshire and some other rivers, flows down through Bath and empties out in the Gulf of Maine. Green properties on this map indicate conservation projects that have been done over the years. We are clamming down here in Sagadahoc Bay. We're getting surf clams, also called sea clams or hen clams. They're used in commercial chowders, but they're also a critical part of the bait industry. They're a great bait for cod, haddock, and pollock. Land protection is the Conservancy's traditional approach of acquiring land and interest in land to conserve its conservation values. I've worked for the Conservancy since 1993, and in that time completed over 110 real estate transactions, about 35 of which have been in the Kennebec Estuary. That is a surf clam. Sometimes these things will open up and if you get your finger caught in, they'll clamp down on you. One reason why this bay is so productive is the uplands are relatively intact. We're not fringed with a lot of development and septic systems that destroy a lot of clam flats or make the clams otherwise inedible. That's all the clams I need. My greatest hope for the Kennebec Estuary would be to return in 50 years and see an abundance of eagles, and fish, and ducks, and clams, and wildlife, as well as the communities of the area continuing to be engaged with those resources that have been the lifeblood of the river for so long. So in about 30 minutes we got about 20 clams, which is enough for a good chowder, and don't want to be too greedy, but just take enough for a meal and come back and get more. It's like having your own refrigerator.